You are about to hear something that will help you prepare in a way you may not have thought of before. Many people fear a major disaster. Most are not prepared, and much of the information out there is outdated or, frankly, extreme. And that's what motivated a firefighter who decided to make it his mission to teach people what simple things can really help save lives in an emergency situation. Our Alex Michelson has more on what you need to have to be prepared for anything.
Well, Mark and Michelle, this is a story I guarantee you haven't heard anywhere before. Tonight we're learning how an item that's probably in every woman's purse right now can be used by women and men alike the next time a disaster strikes.
Utter devastation in all directions. Entire communities leveled. These extraordinary images were captured in the days after Japan's tsunami by Chris Wharton, a firefighter sent there to save lives. But it was so difficult to get anywhere, Chris arrived too late.
Our mission was actually declared a recovery mission before we even stepped foot on the ground.
Chris realized then most Southern Californians aren't ready to survive on their own in a disaster zone.
For the first few days, we have to do as much as we possibly can.
Chris founded a company called Basecamp Expeditions. He gives lectures on innovative survival techniques. He tells this Marina Del Rey crowd you should be able to fit most everything you need in a backpack. And the most important thing in there, a tampon. And not for the reason you think.
Hello, anybody in?
As we saw in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, clean drinking water can be a premium.
Some filthy, filthy water. Our trusted friend, the tampon. Plastic bottle.
Chris's website shows how a tampon can serve as a water filtration system. Make sure all the fibers of the tampon are exposed first, then place it at the bottom of a cut-open water bottle. After a few minutes, the results are pretty impressive.
It still needs to be boiled, and it still needs to be purified.
Chris says nothing is better at starting the fire to boil that water.
Fibers first, fibers first.
Then the fibers from what else? A tampon.
One strike and it will light every single time.
Chris says those fibers light quicker and burn more efficiently than newspaper.
And you have fire.
Because they come in a waterproof sterile container, the tampon fibers can serve as an effective dressing for wounds as well.
Lay that into the wound.
Of course, you need far more than tampons to survive.
Everyone here knows you need a flashlight, but this one could be too bulky and be hard to change the batteries. This one still ties up your hands. One thing you should do instead is get one of these that you can put on your head, and then you have your hands free to do whatever you need.
One key purchase is this Red Cross radio. It's solar-powered, comes with a flashlight, and allows you to manually charge your cell phone battery.
Start to charge that.
Also low cost, a whistle and vest to help rescue crews find you. Here in earthquake country, Chris hopes Southern Californians listen now before the so-called big one hits.
It's not a question of if, it is a question of when.
So what are some of the other essential items Chris Wharton recommends for your own emergency kit? You can go to our website, ABC7.com, and we'll have a list of them there, plus resources to help you in the event of a fire, quake, or other emergency. Just click on the See It on TV link. So Mark and Michelle, probably didn't expect to see that.
Did not.
Who knew?
Absolutely didn't. Alex, thanks a lot.